Coach, what did you think was the difference?
I thought the primary difference, just like our first game, was rebounding. They missed 28 shots from the field and got 14 back. You know, you don't have to be a math major to know that's 50% and way too high. I thought their perimeter people did a really good job of driving the basketball and consistently made shots up over us. You know, just used their length and size, and you know, we're really in a good rhythm. You know, giving up 48% from the field is too high. When you don't defense or rebound, that makes keeping that percentage down much more difficult. But Andrews, Gaddy, Suggs, Wilcox, those guys did a really nice job of making shots up over us. I thought they hurt us on their penetration. On the offensive end, you know, we matched them field goal percentage-wise. We had low turnovers. You know, maybe the thing that once again stands out more than any when you look at those columns is our free throw shooting. You know, we're 8 for 15. We missed 2 front ends of 1-on-1, so we're 8 for 17. That's obviously 9 points. Not that we expect to have all 9 and be perfect, but in a game where you have a shot to tie it late, you'd certainly like some of those points. And so, you know, it's been a challenge for us all year to make free throws. You know, it's almost a miracle we won as many close games as we have given our free throw shooting percentage. And tonight, you know, we needed every one of those points and more. You know, the other thing I would add is introspective as we need to be. You know, obviously we're Arizona State and we need to look in the mirror. You know, I think a big part of tonight's game was Washington played really well. I mean, I think they deserve a good measure of credit for playing an excellent basketball game.
Jacobson played a lot at the end of the game.
He
What
did.
was he giving you as far as offense?
Well, you know, just on both ends of the floor, he gives us a physical presence. He's strong, he's sturdy. You had to love the way he was even posting up. He was low, he was wide, he was, you know, demanding the ball. He did a good job on the defensive end as well. So, you know, Eric was, you know, certainly a silver lining for us tonight and really encouraged by his continued progress. But the one thing Eric has that is needed against a team like Washington, as we now found out for the second time, is he has a physical presence that, you know, quite frankly, our team doesn't have through the ranks and doesn't match up real well with these guys.
So when you went to Jordan and Ruslan on the court at the same time, that was partly to try to address that issue, and then later
Of rebounding.
Yeah.
In other words, we weren't getting a whole lot of benefit offensively, you know, for having, you know, 2 forwards and 2 guards in the game. We were being pummeled on the glass, and so we said, you know, let's try to play Ruslan and Jordan together. Ruslan actually, you know, gave us some really good minutes. But it didn't turn the key. It wasn't until, you know, actually we inserted Eric, you know, not that that was the only reason, that the tide started to, you know, shift in our favor a little bit.
I feel like you struggle at times offensively. Seems like you guys have some trouble.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we had possessions that we didn't execute or play better, Doug, but, you know, I don't know if it's the primary storyline, because, you know, on most nights you'll take 48% and 7 turnovers, and we got to the line 15 to 17 times, you know, depending on how you're doing the math. So I think we had 7 turnovers, did we? 8. So we had 8 turnovers and shot 48%, you know, and that doesn't mean that on certain possessions, and we had a few, you know, once again, I mean, we're talking about such marginal differences notwithstanding the, you know, the 9-point final spread, but we can all think of a couple of shots, and I don't want to call out names because, you know, and it's not just one guy, that we couldn't get more open, and that, you know, if you're gonna win, you know, you gotta make those kind of plays. Or, you know, you gotta hold them, you know, to 5 offensive rebounds. It's one or the other, if not both.
It's just Njai's physicality and Kemp's physicality.
And I think just the overall length and size of their team, and those guys are physical, and it's what they're good at. And wasn't a good match for us.
Coach, not a step in the right direction for your tournament chances. Where do you feel you stand in that regard now?
You know, I've maintained all along that I don't know, and I really don't. I don't handicap it, study it. Obviously, anytime you lose, it hurts your chances. Anytime you win, you might incrementally help your chances. You know, tonight obviously, you know, didn't help. I know that much.
Most positive